What's happened to the brush?
I know, I had
The
to
old
change
school
it.
brush and pan.
I use it when I can, but it is too much to brush this large area like this. But no, if anyone's actually looking for a good leaf blower that doesn't make that horrible loud sound, doesn't disturb all the wildlife, and you want a cordless one, I would recommend getting this. Honestly, I just got it then. I got these on in case it was going to be loud. I couldn't be bothered doing 2 trips to get the earmuffs because the previous one we had.
Is this a sales pitch, Luke?
No, it's not a sales pitch, but it is kind of a sales pitch because I am sick to death of hearing these loud leaf blowers. Honestly, when you go to these places, these upmarket places where the gardens are all nice and manicured, and all you hear is constant leaf blowing with these loud petrol backpacks on, it is so irritating. And if you are on your own property and you don't want to have to use a loud one, and it's too much to brush manually, get a battery one like this, which is actually the same power, almost the same power as one of these, heavy petrol ones.
Go and show us how you do it then before you pitch it to us. You're not selling it, are you?
Yeah, no, if I was selling a leaf blower, this is
Just say you're not selling it.
Yeah, I'm not selling it.
Right, good.
I'm
right,
not
now blow
selling
that cat over there.
No, I would never do that. She's sleeping now, I can't do that. No, it's too cruel. Alright, let's, I might gently go that way and see what happens. But watch this though. Tape it down, I'm going to go to full turbo mode. Ready? Couldn't help myself a little bit. No, it's seriously though, if you are like using a leaf blower, or you're sick to death of hearing these loud leaf blowers, which I am, and you've got too much space to brush manually, or it's just too hard work, get a battery powered one, and this one is a good one. It lasts a long time, it's got good power, and it's pretty quiet in comparison to ones. So this is the wood we just had delivered yesterday. Local chestnut wood, and this is all for our project. So I'll show you now. I'll give you an update of what's been happening because it is really starting to take shape now. I've not done any of the actual building yet. We've got 2 skilled carpenters working on it. It's a bit too skillful for me to get involved just yet. So
are you saying you're out of your depth here?
Well, a little bit, yeah. I like to learn, like to watch them, see what they're doing, because it is very interesting to watch. My job was just to lift these posts. That's what my job was. But they've been putting in the foundations. Look at this. Wow, that looks good. It's really starting to take shape, reckon it? Look at that. So as you can see, building an octagon. Not a cage fighting octagon, just an octagon shape. It's like a pavilion decking. We've done it on this slope, you can see it going off the slope, so it's very, very important we've got the foundations in safely. So we've got a strong structure to withstand the weight, and also it's perfectly level. And as you can see, it does look quite.
So Luke, which bit you doing? Are you doing the roof then, or what?
I will be helping. I'll be helping do the floor, I reckon. But I'm just letting them do the complicated. I say it's complicated. It is complicated. It's very skillful to do it. Do it well. Make sure it's level and strong. That's the hard bit, and I didn't want to interfere because I could see they were thinking pretty hard about what they're doing. Yeah, but like I said, it's going to have a nice floor in it, and then there's going to be a roof on top as well. You might be able to hear in the background the river starting to flow very fast now. Since it rained about a week ago, all the rain's collected in the mountains further up, and it's just started to channel fast down here.
It's actually a motorway, that.
It's a motorway. Actually a motorway, yeah. We've got a fast motorway down at the bottom, down to the coast.
It's a lot louder, isn't it, that river today?
They do actually say that the rivers are the highways of nature, so. Yeah, but no, that's a trickling stream in the summer, most of the year. That's where I like to take a nice bath in hot days. But right now, I know it's raging.
I think right now you should take a boat and sail all the way down to the ocean.
It would actually end up there, that's a funny thing.
It's fast flowing.
Yeah. No, it's flowing fast. Are you excited, Rascal? Are you excited? I think she's excited. Yeah. huge wasp eating. I wouldn't even call it a wasp. I'd call it like a hornet or something. It's something bigger. Eating the figs. It's got the right idea. Just like me. Getting figs first thing in the morning when they're still cold. Does that look ripe to you, Jack?
No, it doesn't.
It's pretty close. It's
Yeah,
good.
looks
It's
like
good enough for me.
It does
Good
look
enough
good.
for me. That is good. Trying to look some good ones.
So how do you know they're ripe then? Give us a bit of a...
Well, the simple test is just to give it a quick squeeze like that, and do they go soft. You can't really tell with the colour of these because they are a green fig, you know, when they're ripe, and you actually have to peel the skin back like that. Unlike other figs where you can actually eat the skins because they're so thin, these are a bit more rubbery. But inside that little rubbery shell is the sweetest jam flavour you could ever imagine. And it's just like, honestly, I couldn't describe how good it tastes.
Yeah, you can actually smell it as soon as you open it.
It tastes just like jam. And to think that's just grown on a tree with no added sugar, only the fruits. Just amazing. We've got a lot to go at, Jack. We need to get picking. Whilst I'm on the topic of figs, I'll show you the other fig tree we've got growing because it's a different variety. And it's one you might be used to seeing more of. Did you leave a ladder there, Jack?
Sorry about that.
I don't think I permitted that. So you were picking high up the tree then. Just before I show you the tree, this is actually the second set of figs from this tree, and it's still quite late on, so we've actually been eating a lot from it already. And these are different. You can see straight away. I'll show you a good one. It's just a tiny one as an example. They go purple like that, you know, and they have very thin skins you can actually eat. That one's a small one. I want to find a big one because.
Well, if you use the ladder, you might be able to find some.
Is that your trick? Is that your trick to go around the tree and only pick the big ones and leave the little ones for me?
Well, yeah, if you do notice the big ones are gone, that might be because of me.
It's not fair just eating all the big ones.
No, if you go around the
It's
other
not fair
side.
eating the big ones. You need to leave some of the big ones for me.
Tim, consider it, Luke. I'll leave the ladder there.
I've got a good one here. So you did leave me one decent sized one, at least. I picked it already. Left me one decent sized one.
So do you eat the skin or not? Because I do.
I do actually, but that one's got quite a thick skin on it. I'll eat it anyway to show you.
To show us proof. Yeah, it's not as red. But what about the taste?
Amazing taste. Like I said, more like a fruity flavour. Like a fig you'd expect. Whereas this other one, see a difference actually there. It's more like jam. And that one gets even more like jam as it ripens more and you get bigger ones. Yeah, there's still a lot.
That's a big juicy one there.
That's the thing with fruit on trees. You always think you picked them. And you come back the next morning and you see loads more. See what's going on. There's been a bit of trouble recently because one of the cats had kittens. Not happy about it. Come on then. Hey. Oh. It's alright. Chasing each other. No, wait. No. I really want to fight for room.
I thought you were going to intervene a bit sooner then, Luke.
I thought it just sort of sort itself out after a second. That's a battle, isn't it?
Are you meant to intervene with nature?
Well, I was trying not to. I was trying to let nature take its course.
I'm just here videoing. I would expect you to separate a big fight like that.
That was a big fight, actually, yeah. You're right. Hey. You alright? Got your hair now. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Need to turn the tap off, Jack. Wasting a lot of water. Tell you what, this water tastes very good. Very good. That's why I brought extra bottles.
It does taste noticeably sweet, the water.
I wouldn't say it tastes sweet.
Yeah,
it tastes very pure.
Yeah, it does taste
very
sweet.
Clean.
Do you know why it tastes sweet?
No?
Because it does.
I don't know if it tastes sweet, but it tastes good.
It does taste sweet. Do you know why it tastes sweet?
Why does it taste sweet?
Calcium. Calcium.
Okay. I mean,
just general
if that's true, then I can understand why, because it is a spring. Now this is obviously not the spring point. There's a spring somewhere up there and they channel it down. Spring water is pushed up through rock, so it's going to have minerals in it, like calcium in it.
Yeah,
So that's why it might taste good. It tastes very good though. And whoever built this, thank you very, very much, because they've done a good job here. But I just want to say whilst we're here, right, look at that water that's flowing out.
I'll tell you what, that's a great observation.
Most people have an urge to turn off the tap if that was a tap. But look at it flowing out that fast. Fills up a bottle like this big, in like 5 to 10 seconds. And I'm not joking, I've never seen that not flowing. Even in the heat of summer, we've been here a year now, that is constantly flowing. And that shows how much water nature's putting out in springs. Outdoor tennis in December, no chance in the UK, absolutely no chance. Right now it's freezing, isn't it?
How far are we away from the house for the views?
About an hour's drive. An hour's drive. This is like, I suppose, the heart of a, what do you call it, Jack? Like
The heart of tennis.
Well, it actually is, because Djokovic is a member here at this club. Novak Djokovic, the greatest of all time, is a member at this club. It's only an hour from our finca that he's literally in the middle of nowhere.
When are you going to play him and beat him?
I've not seen him yet, but I know he comes to train this time of year. But in the gym over there, there's also Roman Safulin. I think he's 45 in the world.
How much?
45 in the world. So he's playing Wimbledon, all the big ATP events. And they come after the season, and it's a good place to train over the winter. So into the next tennis season, they're more prepared.
Are you prepared?
I'm getting prepared. That's the point. And to be honest, if you stop filming, you might be able to do some better training.
No, I want to show people that just because you live off-grid in the mountains, you don't have to sacrifice.
Well, it's funny, most people who know me down here don't realise how remote we actually live.
People assume you live in one of these apartments here, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
On these.
When I say I grow food, live on the land, they're like, what?
You're a faker. You're a faker.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, so. Gonna go and sow some greens, some lettuces in the beds. Show you what I'm doing. I mean, there's like, see the greens growing there, but these bachelor beds over here. And this is what I was saying before, like right now in England, in the UK food forest, I wouldn't have the potential to sow or grow any food, apart from like the overwintering stuff like parsnips and carrots left in the ground, that kind of thing. But here, I can actually still sow greens and lettuces, and that's quite a lot of food. And that is so good for, not only for like actually having just a full garden, actually having a good thing, but also just a self-sufficiency, having fresh food from your own garden year round. And obviously you can't grow.
So you're basically planting the UK summer vegetables in winter.
Well, yeah, we've actually still got peppers on those little plants over there.
Show us.
These were Some little bell peppers.
They're pretty big, them.
Yeah, no, these were
Do you think they'll
so...
ripe? Do you think they'll...
No, they won't.
too
Basically,
late?
right, what happened was, we, as you know, we were building this wall this year, and it was only in like, I reckon May or June, that I actually sowed them, because this was completely compacted, dead ground with nothing on it. So since then, I've put on all the compost, the wood chip, mulch, and then sowed the seeds in like May or June. So they've not even had like that long to grow really, and they've still done better than they would have done in the UK if I started them in like indoors in February. So I mean, down south might be different, but I've tried growing stuff like that in where I am in England, and trust me, they don't grow. Even though it doesn't look like much now, this is like the first stage to creating a food forest. You want to get the foundations in. You want to get the big trees in first, then get the covering on the ground. I'll be dotting in some berry bushes, herbs, flowers, and then eventually some ground cover crops, maybe some strawberries, sweet potatoes. So that's what this is going to eventually look like. And then lower down here, you can see that come through here. It's a mango tree I just put in. But lower down here, planted again, earlier this year we planted a lot of trees. Cherries, peaches, nectarines, almonds, persimmons, apricots down there, and that will eventually hopefully be more like a forest. I'm not going to put wood chip covering on there, I'm just going to have natural ground covering. I might even grow stuff for mulch. Yeah, this is a Hass avocado tree.
How can you get that producing?
The reason it isn't producing is because in the summer this area I noticed gets so dry and hot. I actually had to replant that tree because it died. Cause this, I don't know, it must trap the heat in a lot in this little spot. And when this sets its fruit, if it doesn't get enough water, it'll drop the fruit to basically survive. So we need to give it more water or create a system, like plant a tree there, to create shade to cool it down so it doesn't need to be stressed as much with the heat.
I think you should do something about that solar pump behind,
Yeah.
because it's spoiling the view.
The view's that way. Look at the view that way. Don't look that way. Everything in this garden jar is facing a valley of trees, and you're choosing to look that way.
There's a good orange tree over there.
Or this one.
Let's just check out these orange trees, see how they're doing.
This one.
When are these ready?
I think like March, these.
Yeah.
They get bigger and more orange. This has done so well. So well. Again, that was one of the first trees I planted. And it's Austin mango. And it's just
Why
really
Austin?
taken.
Why Austin?
Did a lot of taste testing of mangoes before we decided what varieties to plant. Because you don't want to plant a tree you don't like to taste the fruit of. And there's so many varieties of mangoes, you want a good one. That's why I got a second one, Austin mango. Right, no, this is...
So Austin mango is a kind of a Mediterranean variety then, is it?
Yeah, it's definitely one that's more suited to growing here. So it can be grown locally. I know there are some mango farms around here that grow Austin mango very well. So if you're like in like Florida or something, and you want to grow mangoes, it might not be the best choice, but it's still a really good one. I haven't done as much of the actual legwork as I wanted to. I wanted to do a lot more of the building hands-on, but I realised when I saw and started to see it getting built, I didn't have quite the skill level to join in. I'm gonna pick you up then, I won't, Luke. I'm not picking it up. What do you think I'm getting my gloves on for? To be honest, I thought you'd be braver than that and not wear gloves. I don't know much about praying mantises, but they look quite aggressive. We actually came across this because it was fending off a cat. He's having a fight with Rascal. Go on, Jack, then show me how I'm going to pick this up, because I don't think I want to pick it up. Quite fast, aren't they? I would not do that if I were you.
Why?
Listen, it's quick, isn't it?
Well, they're quite quick actually, aren't they?
That could be under your arm, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could just... See if it bites that. Oh, don't go on my arm. Do they don't like chew flesh, do they?
They are carnivores, aren't they?
They're not venomous, are they?
Honestly, I'd be very careful with that.
Just look at it, wow, look at it. It's
Yeah,
actually,
I'd be careful
no,
with
look,
that,
come around here, Luke. Look at its eyes, like, it's looking at me dead in the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, how am I going to get this off now, Luke? This is a bad idea. What if it goes round to my head? It's faster than I thought it would. Well, I win the bravery contest anyway.
Why are they doing that?
Okay. Hopefully it's not injured by that cat before. Like
Just
thinking, is there any point to this video?
Yeah.
We're sort of just talking, not about much, are we really?
But okay, then let's ask them. Do you
We're supposed to be...
Do you find this video interesting?
Well,
Do you find it interesting? Do you find it boring? Do you want to see more of the same, or do you want to see anything different?
I thought the idea was to inspire people about, you know, growing, living on the land and...
Put it this way. If I was in the UK now, doing a food forest video in the UK, what's it going to look like? It's going to look like a very empty, boring garden, because it's, you know, winter, snow on the ground, nothing really to do. At least I'm doing something.
You're in a t-shirt. You're in a t-shirt, so that's one benefit.
Hopefully it gives you some something just to escape the cold, grey, wet, dark.
Yeah, we'll give him a quick view of that.